Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike from the Retrollectors. And in today's news, Yu Suzuki explains the stiff facial animations in the new HD trailer of Shenmue 3. At GamesCom 2017, Shenmue 3 was actually showcased and a trailer was to be shown to the masses. At first view, I myself was blown away by the beauty that is Shenmue 3. The actual backdrops looked fantastic. The music was from Shenmue 2, but it looked amazing. And it was all great pieces of what we wanted to see. But as we continued to watch, we noticed Ryu's facial animations looked terrible. Very stiff, very rigid. He looked the same in every scene with the actual chagrin on his face and didn't know why there was no actual animations to any other of the faces throughout the entire trailer. Yu Suzuki explained to a Japanese website, Game Watch Impress, that this was an early build of the game and that there's nothing to actually worry about, that there's a lot of animations that they still have to put in. They just wanted to put this as a tech demo, which was kind of a stupid because you put a trailer as quotations as the title of the actual video, which is kind of stupid. You should have just called it a tech demo showcasing the animations of the characters, the beauty of the game, not really showcasing anything else. But they actually went about explaining it as a trailer and did it very wrong. But those of you who have never played Shenmue in the past, especially in the PlayStation family of consoles, this is what Shenmue looks like. Shenmue is not necessarily about the beauty of the game. It's about the game, the gameplay, about the story of Ryu and Ling Xian. It's something that we actually build up a character and love these characters for what they are. Not what they look like, but from what they are. Shenmue wasn't really about photorealistic graphics. Shenmue is about the story of the characters, the development of how Ryu started, looking for Lan Di. Shenmue was never about photorealistic graphics. Shenmue was always about the story of Ryu and finding out who killed his father and following Lan Di to China. In today's day and age, we all love to see the graphic fidelity of characters. You know how Uncharted and Drake actually developed and bloomed into a great looking character in Uncharted 4. But it's not always about the graphics, it's about gameplay. Would you want to play Mario in photorealistic graphics? Would it make sense with a guy maybe 6 foot tall jumping on mushrooms and trying to get bigger? That wouldn't make sense very much, now would it? We want to play the game, not necessarily how it looks, but how it plays. Shenmue is not about the graphics. Yes, it was a great game on the Dreamcast and on the Xbox, but that's not all it was. It was about the story. Mario's been around the block forever, as long as I can remember, and I wouldn't care less from when he was a 4-bit character, to an 8-bit character, to a 64-bit character, to a 128-bit character. I didn't care. It's about the gameplay, not the stubble on his face. It doesn't matter. We want to play the character through the game, not the photorealistic graphics through the game. As I said, Yu Suzuki did say this was a trailer, but it was a very early trailer with facial animations and facial assets taking out. They didn't disclose as to why they took it out. It doesn't make really sense, but it's not really a trailer like I stated. It's more of a tech demo. They should have just explained that. I believe it's a lot to do with, it's not the marketing team that is actually doing the marketing for the game. I think it's actually the developers of the game doing the marketing, and there's a loss for the translation of what a trailer is and what a tech demo is. So I'm not sure why they actually displayed it as a trailer, but to each his own. It's what it is, and I'm still in love with the character, not the photorealistic graphics. Yu Suzuki confirmed it's approximately 30 plus hours to complete this game, which is amazing because I was hoping that it was going to be a longer type game and not just an 8-hour romp, from point A to point B type of thing where it's just a very linear game. 30 plus hours is a very great game, pretty expansive, I hope, and seems like it's going to be a pretty expansive type game. He also confirmed that if this does very well, Shenmue 3 does very well, there is a possibility that they would love to make a Shenmue 4. So I'm kind of hoping that it doesn't end in a cliffhanger. Maybe hopefully that kind of tie off the story and then maybe build another story onto it. I'm hoping that, we can get the finish of the trilogy and then we can go on to an expansive universe of the character. But I would love to see the ending of this trilogy and maybe an expansion to it. I don't want to see, this ends at a cliffhanger and then we have to wait another 14 years to part 4 to come out. So he has confirmed that he would love to play and build a part 4 and maybe even further, but let's finish with 3 and then we'll continue with another rebuild or rebranding or a new character or whatever. So I'm hoping that let's just end the trilogy and end it at that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see an expanded universe of Shenmue? Do you want to see just Ryu's ending of the story? Are you happy with the 30 plus hours? Are you really upset with the trailer build of this game? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks, guys.